Ah, what?
All right, we're live right now. I'm going to start recording as well. Let's hope our bitrate gets up there. Let's see if we're live
We
on.
should we should make another podcast where we just talk about really niche things, like completely niche things, like inconsequential things, like the the bolt or nail industry right now, the politics of businesses running
What do you mean? That's
running.
interesting.
Oh yeah. That's why we're changing the Lean In podcast to uh nuts and bolts with Joel and Ryan,
All right, we are live.
and there we go.
But I honestly, I know you're saying that as like a meme, but I feel like I'd be interested to know the ins and outs of the nail industry and the politics as to the unions demands as to worker pay rates, as to any government subsidies as to nail production, whether there's any environmental issues in the production, if there are NFTs available for nails. Your face. Oh, I thought that was really interesting.
NFT? What? Oh, guys, buy my new NFT. It's www.nftleaninpodcast/nail.com.
Right.
And
You
it's
just said the
it's just a
buzzword.
JPEG. Yeah. It's just a JPEG of like our faces on a nail.
I mean, I'd buy that.
Aha.
I'd buy that, wouldn't you? Hey, Ryan, right now I'm going to post to our. Hey, we're live right now on YouTube. Come hang. Ryan's. You can't hear him. You don't need to. Come listen to me only.
Oh.
So yeah, that happened. I'm not sorry.
Not sorry at all
No. Should I
about
be?
anything.
No, just about that. I'm sorry about other things like.
Don't.
What? What? What did you think I was going to
have no
say?
idea what you're actually going to say. I have no idea. I just wanted to say that.
um, I don't know. I could have said something bad there. Cancel culture. I could have been gone. I could have said that Pikachu's my favorite Digimon. I would have got cancelled, bro.
What did you just say?
Sorry,
Say it to my face, man.
bro. Say it to my face. You wouldn't even have the guts to say it to my face, brother.
Why'd you add brother?
Brother. I don't know. Hulk Hogan. I don't know.
Brother?
Do you know anything about the environmental impact of NFTs?
No.
No, neither do I. But
Is
apparently
there...
that's the thing.
Oh. What a meme.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's really bad.
Ah! Run, I don't know about these things that you're saying to me right now.
Are we still warming up, or is this?
No, I mean
is this the prologue?
I'm just about to finish the last post that we're live. So I mean, we've been discussing things. We've
Okay.
heard about the nail industry. I think that's good content.
Yeah,
I'll clip that.
I would love to. I would love to make. Yeah, I would love to make a whole series of books about really inconsequential things, like
A series too, not just like one off. Like,
yeah, like, and it'll be called like, have you considered blank? And then it'll just be like, have you considered the fan industry? And then go into detail about the specifics of the fan industry that operates in Guatemala, and then make another one where it's like, have you considered the moles on your left cheek?
I haven't. That's the end of the conversation.
It's a slim book. It's a slim book. I haven't. And there we go. There, the end.
Yeah, it was like when I was like, have you heard the environmental impact of NFTs? And you're just like, no. And it's like, roll credits, I guess.
All right. Thanks for watching, guys. We are live and we are no longer alive.
Excuse me? Why are you dooming us like that, bro? I have a life, bro. What do you mean? Am I dead?
I'm not a doomer, bro.
I'm sorry. I'm putting the
Anyways,
last Instagram
guys.
story, and then I'm.
Oh,
Oh, shut up, Ryan. You like June, and June's not even a good movie.
What? You transition. We watched it together, and you were like, "Yeah, that was good," and then you've descended. You've gone like, "Yeah, it went all right," but adding that, and then now you just trash talk it.
Yeah, I actually don't like it.
That's the worst freaking movie I've ever freaking seen.
Oh, it is. Like, I really didn't like it. I thought it was... I thought Rise of Skywalker was better.
Yeah, really?
Why are you laughing about that?
You can have wrong opinions.
Why are you laughing about
opinion.
that? Bro, I loved Rise of Skywalker. It's the best Star Wars movie that's ever been created. No? I mean, I thought it was pretty good.
I gotta go.
Really? You gotta go?
That was...
Is that a bad take? An objectively bad take? Rise of Skywalker was so good, bro. All the bits about... it's my...
You just know how to... You know how to trigger.
Do you know what else I think? I reckon...
I go into an infantile state when this happens. I just crawl into... I feel like I want to go into my crib now.
No, you don't. Don't be silly, Ryan. Why are you being silly? Do you know what else I thought? Great take. I thought Call of Duty 4 was the worst COD. Modern Warfare 2, just as bad. Terrible vidlo games, in my opinion.
Really?
Yeah, they suck, bro. They're like, I really prefer Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. What's up? Why are you being like this?
Nothing. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah, it's chill, bro.
I hated Alan Wake.
What?
With a burning passion.
Okay, triggered.
I'm
triggered.
That's the game that I went, all right, whoever plays this, what are they smoking?
Okay. All right. Okay. Cool, Ryan. That's a great take that I really appreciate.
Oh, thanks, Joel. Yeah, I really
welcome.
try to keep an honest and keep a comprehensive review of things. So my review of Alan Wake is.
I think Pokemon is very derivative of Animal Crossing.
I knew you were gonna go there. Very derivative of Animal Crossing.
Yeah. And my favorite movie ever made, probably Neighbours 2.
Neighbours 2?
Yeah. It's great.
I had no idea. I want to look this up now. Hang on.
No, Neighbours 2 is alright. I've watched some of Neighbours 2. It's alright.
Oh, wait. Is it?
Yeah, it's. I think it's Seth Rogen and
Oh yeah, Sorority Rising.
I also really don't like Total War Rome. To me, the graphics aren't very realistic. Okay. Yeah. So, like when you think about it, like,
Did you press OK? Do you have a soundboard?
did you hear that one?
Yeah, I did.
Ta-da!
Oh
So,
my God.
content. Okay. I think we should talk about something real now. That's really important.
Well, first of all, Joel, how are you going? What's going on?
Yeah.
We've had the longest intro ever.
That wasn't an intro. That was just my thoughts. But that's fine. If you want to call that an intro, that's fine. It's fine.
No! God, please, no!
That ends.
Yeah, sorry, bro. It's just got to be short audio clips, because I don't want them to go forever. Although if they went longer, they could just fill the show and we don't actually have to talk about anything. So that could be a positive.
Oh, yeah. Let's just sit here in silence and then you play different sounds on the soundboard for the next hour.
I'd rather not. Moving on. So I really like popcorn. What are your thoughts on?
No, but Joel, how are you going?
Yeah. I thought the last act of June was the best part of that film. In IMO.
Imagine if this is like you've got a I don't know, you're Roger Ebert or and this is the whole review of June. And it's just a transcript of what we've been saying for the past 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Just going back and forth of random.
What do you mean? I think this is a great it's a great episode of Get Smart. I thought the 4th episode of season 1 was fantastic. And the bit where SpongeBob shows up and it's like, Avengers, assemble! Like, I thought that was fantastic. So.
Oh.
Joel,
are you one of those people that just straight up just a shit post like everything you post online on this other alternate account is a shit post?
How dare you? Yeah, probably.
Oh.
Yeah.
Also, I am really appreciating your goatee today.
Thanks.
Can we give a round of applause in the crowd for Joel's goatee? Ta-da! Oh, wow. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, wow. Thanks, guys. Do you know who shouldn't be clapping? Anyone who saw June.
Oh.
Ryan, have you ever considered, literally about June, have you ever considered that, June is a 4-letter word, and so is Star and Wars?
I swear, this isn't going to be a podcast episode. It's just going to be you using the new... You're just testing out your new thing now.
So it's not even a new thing. I just finally bothered to put clips on my soundboard. Ryan, do you know what actually is interesting? Is a lot of the theories around online, Ryan. And apologies to anyone who has life and doesn't have time to watch lots of new Rockstars videos like I do.
Yes.
There's a lot of theories going around that maybe the Morbius movie and maybe like we know that Morbius and Venom are in the same universe, right? Because Venom's referenced in the trailer at least twice. That there's a theory going around that that's all Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man's world, because he's the only. Yeah. So if they had to place, this is the logic that the theories follow.
What?
This is the logic the theories follow, right? So, in the Morbius trailer, we see a skyscraper, Oscorp.
Yes.
There's no Oscorp in the MCU, so obviously we're not in the MCU.
Yes.
Oscorp in the Raimi films is not a skyscraper. It's like a big industry warehouse thing. But in Andrew Garfield's world, it is a skyscraper, right? So it is very interesting that there's Oscorp is
okay.
Interesting.
I can catch along with that.
It's not the same building, like people have done comparisons. But if you're a big company like Oscorp, you probably have multiple locations.
Right.
It also kind of follows that there's in the Morbius trailer, there's that poster of Spider-Man behind Morbius when he's like getting on the prison van, and it's the Sam Raimi suit, like it's Tobey Maguire's suit, and it's got like murderer written across it. But like in No Way Home, Andrew Garfield was talking a whole lot about him getting like vengeful and like not pulling his punches, and like it's kind of like maybe Garfield killed some people, bro. And a lot of people are like, well, why wouldn't they put the Andrew Garfield suit like on the poster if it's his world? But it's like, if you did fan art of like a superhero who was in your world, you might not get it spot on, and it might just be a little bit of an Easter egg of like, that's actually Tobey Maguire's suit. But it would give them like impetus to make another Andrew Garfield movie, because it could be self-contained, within the world of Venom and Morbius, which doesn't have a hero right now. I mean, I guess Morbius is like kind of technically like he's like an anti-hero, and like but you know what I mean. There's no like clear cut.
Same as Venom.
Yeah. So if they were like, we'll have Venom fight a hero, like they could fight Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. But I don't understand why Tom Hardy's Venom would fight any hero, because they're kind of the good boys.
Well, who's Morbius fighting in this upcoming film?
Another vampire. So in the comics, there's another living vampire that is has the same disease as him, but is got a very different philosophy on life than Morbius has.
But do you reckon that we'll get a after credit scene of Blade?
I'm gonna say this is my answer. I'd really hope so, but my answer is I think no, because Blade's gonna be an MCU film, and Morbius is a Sony property. Sense. It would make a lot of sense for Morbius to be on a team with Blade, with Moon Knight, with the Punisher, with like a lot of the darker characters of Marvel. It would make a lot of sense, but I don't know if Sony would have done a deal. Like, do you reckon we'll ever see Morbius in the MCU?
Yeah, I don't know. And it's Jared Leto playing him, isn't it?
Yes. So, I mean, he hasn't played an MCU character yet, so it's not like there's no like. It'd be fine for him to just rock up and be like, hey guys, I'm Morbius. But then again, it's like, do we really want to see another No Way Home story where like universes are... Well, I mean, I know Doctor Strange is going to go that way, but it's not Sony properties that we're likely going to see entering the MCU in that film. It's likely Fox properties. It's likely X-Men. It's, Deadpool. It's those kind of properties coming across, and what if characters and that kind of thing. It might be a step too far to be like, let me take some more Sony properties and bring them across.
Yeah, because Sony will still be like, hey, we like doing our superheroes, eh? We like the moolah coming in. So that's just my impression of Sony.
I think it's accurate.
um,
I think it just would be a step too far with, like maybe in the future. Like maybe if they're like Sony and Marvel will talk a bit more and people will be like, oh, the MCU fans really liked Morbius. Any chance where, like a similar chat like they must have had for No Way Home where it was like, hey, the fans really like Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire. Any chance we could, like, if there was a chat like that? But I mean, I think it's highly likely to see a Blade team up in the MCU with people like that are already over in the MCU, like Moon Knight. Like we've got Black Knight teased at the end of Eternals. What's his face? Jon Snow. Kit Harington's character. We've got those kind of characters already. By the logic of Spider-Man No Way Home and Hawkeye, we've got Daredevil. So we're like in the MCU, that's already happened. And if the logic's correct, then that's that Daredevil, Kingpin, and all these other characters have been in the MCU this whole time, and we just haven't seen them. That's the logic we're being told to accept, which is fair enough. None of these characters are like big enough profiles to, blow up. Like they're quite more grounded heroes you might not have heard about because they're just doing their thing. And but if that logic's true, Punisher, Jessica Jones, Daredevil, Luke Cage, Iron Fist.
Yeah. We might be seeing a new era. Oh, actually, no, there still are some pretty overpowered people in Marvel as well. But I think
Captain Marvel's pretty high up there.
Yeah, oh, definitely. I reckon a lot of the stuff that we'll be seeing will probably be a bit more like, a lot more grounded, like a lot more, okay, we're on Earth and we've got problems here, let's solve them. And then maybe like they can all team up into one big thing to take on a cosmic event. But that would be cool. I reckon that'd be sick.
I guess like a bit like Endgame, right? We had a lot of grounded heroes involved in Endgame, but for really small, just to be there for the final battle and beat up some other grounded, villains like Spider-Man being there, like people that are just kind of like, hey bro, like you're really cool, but
and even like Captain America, like he's actually he's a super soldier and all that, but like he was, I don't know. You've got Iron Man that can whip around and like pretty much do whatever with all of his technology, and then you've got Thor who's also flying around. We've got heaps of flying around guys.
It feels like though pretty much like other than Captain Marvel, like Doctor Strange could take any of the people that.
Oh yeah.
But maybe not, Ryan. I've been doing some deep dive on Multiverse of Madness. I'll tell you right now. I've been very interested. Something I noticed from again, I'm just going to reference New Rockstars. Watch a lot of that. Eric Voss. His perception that I didn't pick up watching the trailer, and I'll be honest, I've watched the trailer like 100 times, like gassing myself up, and like it's a great trailer. Like it's a really good trailer.
It is a great trailer. Yeah.
I did not notice, even though I've watched it a lot of times, Doctor Strange never uses a sling ring in the entire trailer. There's never a portal from a sling ring in the entire trailer. And I never noticed that.
Yeah.
Eric Voss's theory is that if he's going to wherever the Illuminati's based, I don't know if the Illuminati's got like a pocket reality in the multiverse somewhere, or they're just hanging out somewhere, wherever that is. Maybe there's like a anti-magic kind of thing going on. He can't use his sling rings because he's really relying on, at least from what we see in the trailer, he's relying on America Chavez to kick open portals and like take him places, and he does a weird one where he uses the Eye of Agamotto to open a door. Like, what?
Oh yeah. And there does seem to be maybe that the I don't know, whatever technology, whatever magic is being used there is actually corrupted by none other than I was going to say Black Widow, but
that'd be a plot twist.
Oh no, what's her name? Wanda. Yeah, good old
Yep.
Wanda.
Yep, or someone
Um,
else may be magical on
Scarlet
the
Witch.
Illuminati. Is there someone on there we don't know
Oh.
about? Is there some kind of sorcerer? The other interesting one is that he still has an Eye of Agamotto. So, I mean, people who've watched Infinity War will be very familiar with the fact that the Eye of Agamotto gets destroyed in Infinity War, and the stones take it. Like the time stone, he doesn't have a time stone. There's no time stone in our reality anymore. Thanos destroys it.
Did he have the Eye of Agamotto in Spider-Man No Way Home?
I think he did. I should probably just Google this and see if there's any pictures of him with it. But I'm almost sure he had his hoodie on. You know how he's got like the cape on and then he's like just a random hoodie.
Yeah.
And I thought he had it. He definitely has it in the trailer for this movie, which has prompted a lot of conversation starters about why he would remake the Eye of Agamotto if he doesn't have a time stone. You know? Yeah, he's got it. In No Way Home, he has the Eye of Agamotto, which is very interesting. It's never explained.
It is interesting.
The big theory
Maybe
going around
wants
on
to recreate the time stone.
maybe, maybe, you know, I mean, if you're going to open the door to multiverses and variants of Strange, maybe they've still got an Infinity Stone. In the comics, there's actually multiple Eyes of Agamotto, and that's been something that a lot of people have been talking about online. That in the comics, one of the Eyes of I think there's 3 eyes made by Agamotto himself. One of them had the Time Stone in it, but the other 2 just serve different purposes. I think one's more like a power item, and there's just different magical items. So maybe this is just one that he uses to open doors and realities, and it just, I don't think we see it used in No Way Home. I can't remember a shot of it being used, which is weird that he would even have it.
Maybe, I don't know. I'm really just, I hope it's like mind bending, you know, like I hope it's like, you know, you'll have to watch it 2 or 3 times to really like grasp what's going on. I always have that expectation with this movie. I think
100%.
really,
I hope it's like that.
Yeah, and like I want to get confused, pretty much.
I think we will. It's a great, it will be confusing, and I think it will be mind bending. The fact that you've already got multiple variants of characters, potential for X-Men, it's going to be a movie that I feel like the majority of the fan base is going to be like, oh, this is awesome, but I didn't understand anything of what happened in the movie.
Oh yeah.
Because people, I think,
or like a main.
Yeah, sorry, what were you saying?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you go.
Oh no, I was just gonna finish that. I feel like there's a potential for the Doctor Strange movie to have a similar effect to some people watching No Way Home, maybe to a more extent. That when big the big spoilers in the movie show up, the 3 Spider-Man, Matt Murdock, some people would have just been like, "Who is that?" And I'm worried a little bit for the reaction of this movie, that some people are going to see X-Men, they're going to see Professor X. Look, and I've only seen the first 2 X-Men, and I still know who Professor X is, but I feel like there's a potential for that.
Yeah, and even just not understanding, I reckon that. Oh yeah, and even what if characters as well. That
could be really confusing.
Yeah. So it seems like this movie will be like having to draw upon like so many different franchises and like so many different not franchises, like so many different movies, and maybe even like so many different comics at the same time. So it will be it'll be, if it's good, I reckon it'll be good. I hope it's good. Jeez Louise.
No, it's going to be a dope movie. I think it's going to be 3 hours. I won't be surprised if it's in that kind of realm of. They're going to have to do a lot in this movie. It's not going to be a movie that you can You know, as much as Spider-Man No Way Home is a almost perfect film, and not a lot happens in the movie, and it's only two and a half. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot happens, but not a lot of pushing story beats. We've got look, let's go through it. America Chavez is in this movie. She's never appeared in an MCU title before. So we're talking backstory. Yeah. We're talking powers being shown. We're talking why is she even with Strange? What's the point of all that? We've got Professor X. That's going to be a big point of it might be, oh, hey, I'm just going to skip everything and just be like, I know, you know who I am. Or is it a variant? Have they got a completely different backstory to the Professor X we know, and we're going to see some of that? All of the members of the Illuminati, if Reed Richards is on there, is there going to be some exposition about who he is for people who don't know who he is? You know, it's going to be crazy.
It's going to, because it is a mainstream movie, it will have to at least semi explain some things as to what's going on. Because as much as I would love for it, to go all ham and just go fully into it and just not even explain it, and you have to kind of pick up the pace. You have to kind of be questioning it, almost like a Christopher Nolan movie or something. You know, I think they will have to do some sort of keep it fairly standard in some parts. So it goes all right, we can catch our breath now. You can process what's actually friggin' going on, and then go in. But could be wrong. I'm just doing my little predictions because we like talking about this.
Yeah, I feel like when you're passionate about a franchise or just film in general, you're going to be excited about the minute little things that, you know, most people are just, they're there for the main swing, and that's fine. I'm not judging people for what they want out of Doctor Strange, but I guess for a lot of us fringe fans, we're looking for a very detailed movie that, even if most people don't get the bits and the main story is easy to digest, but there's all this extra fun for the nerds, essentially. And I think that will happen.
Yeah. I think so. I think it'll be... And they've been getting pretty good with that as well. If you're into the nerdy details, and you'll find that here. And if you're just a casual viewer, you'll have fun with this, you know?
100%. We're not just talking as well. When we're going through new characters that they'll have to spend time. There's Ultron bots sentries in the trailer. So if we get a Stark, or we get a there's gonna be some minds that explode watching this movie. Probably all of us, but there's gonna be some minds that haven't heard anything about the chat about this movie, and then we'll just see a character and be like, "What is going on?"
Yeah. Oh. When does it come out again? May?
I think it got moved forward. I think it's a day. But I think it's May 5th in Australia, which is exciting. So we're talking a month and 2 weeks, a week and a half. So that's not bad. That's not bad. Before then, I mean, we're going to get Moon Knight at the end of the month, which I'm going to be reacting to on my YouTube channel as soon as it comes out, because I really want to watch Moon Knight. I hope it comes out all at once, but I bet it'll be weekly. So that's going to be a bit sad.
Yeah.
We also get before then. What else do we get before then? I mean, Morbius, but that's not really an MCU movie. Kenobi will be after Strange, because it's May 25th.
That's
which is the date that well, I mean, they were going to do... people were like, why isn't it May the 4th? That would have been so much better. And I'm like, so you don't know that A New Hope was released on May 25th, which is why it's such a cool... Especially seeing this leads into A New Hope. That's the...
Yeah. And you know what? I hope Dave Filoni is working on it.
No doubt. No doubt.
Yeah, because he carried so much from the prequels. As in, he did Star Wars, The Clone Wars, and all that, the series. Oh, mate. Nah,
which I need to watch and react to.
Yeah.
But I can't see if Dave Filoni's on it. Yeah, I'll tell you when I do. Oh no, he is involved because it says he fought to bring Hayden Christensen back as Anakin,
Yes, good.
which would be dope. I was watching a lot of reactions to the trailer online, and most people didn't hear the Darth Vader breathing at the end of the trailer.
Oh, I didn't even hear that.
Oh, you didn't hear that? When the title comes up, you just hear Vader breathing in the background, and obviously it's like a winky, winky, winky. Haha, Vader will be back. But like, yeah, Kenobi will be dope. Dave Filoni as well, like his involvement on The Mandalorian, and Boba Fett, like in the background is fantastic. Like those shows bang because of like Star Wars nerds. Like they're both Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, just big Star Wars nerds. Like when you put them on a project, it's going to be good.
Yeah. Oh man, they are magnifique.
Oh, and as well, we've got 2 new sorcerers in Doctor Strange. From Kamar-Taj. Like there's already pop vinyls out for the Minotaur looking guy that we see briefly in the trailer.
Yeah, I saw that dude.
Yeah, so that's Rentra from the comics. He's literally like a Minotaur sorcerer. He's not like just a beast. Like he is a sorcerer. And there's a pop vinyl out for a sorcerer called Sarah that we haven't seen before. So I assume there's going to be some backstories in there. You'd hope so, or else it's just going to be like, what was it? There's so many characters, bro.
What if it's an alternate of what's her name? The lady that Strange was going to marry.
Oh, Christine. Cool. Yeah, well, I mean, we're definitely going to get an alternate because there's one at the Illuminati HQ. It can't be the same one, surely. Yeah. This Sarah character, she's like an African American woman with like really short black hair and like a classic blue like sorcerer's robe that we see at Kamar-Taj. So I'd assume she's just another sorcerer.
Clear alternate, yeah. that's her.
What?
As in, I thought I was thinking, okay, it's gonna be. I was theorizing that maybe what was her name?
Oh, Christine. Yeah, it's definitely not Christine.
Yeah, I was like, okay, all right.
The other, like, I guess interesting thing as well for we're likely to see Wanda's kids. Like that's a pretty given because that's what this movie is going to be about. Yeah. For anyone who didn't see WandaVision, you really need to watch WandaVision. I feel like a lot of people are going to have gone into this without seeing WandaVision, being like, "What's going on here?"
I reckon though, like WandaVision did get a lot of publicity, like especially when it first released, and people hearing little tiny things about what happens, and being like, "What? That happens in that? What the heck?" I think that happened to my brother, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I'll just check it out." And he said, "Oh mate, this is awesome."
And it is
from
awesome.
Marvel too. As in, like in a TV industry, like, because I watched a bit of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. back in the day, and I don't know, it was kind of, it kind of felt like, ever watched like NCIS or something?
Yeah.
Just more high tech, yeah.
It's just one of those ones where it was like nothing of significance happens, and then you compare it to like WandaVision and Loki. Like the multiverse literally breaks in Loki. Like
yeah. That was done beautifully, by the way. I loved it. Like
Loki was so good.
That was sick. Yeah.
Keen for season 2 whenever that. Like it'll be a different phase. Like I'm sure it'll be a year or 2 away, but it's still exciting. Yeah. Did you see the trailer for Miss Marvel?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
That's very interesting.
Well, actually, thought time. I don't know that much about her. Do you know anything?
I only know like a very, very small amount. I know she was in the Marvel Avengers game that flopped.
Was she?
Yeah, because that's Kamala Khan. I don't think she's called Miss Marvel in that game, but that's the character. So she's that like stretchy girl in the Avengers game, which is interesting because they've kind of gone like she stretches a bit in the trailer, but it's like cosmically she stretches. Like it's like Captain Marvel kind of power. Like when she jumped across and uses her big fist and stuff. It's not like her arm is actually doing that. It looks like she's conjuring a power, she's conjuring an arm to do that, or like it's not like I'm Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, okay. I even think of like Green Lantern.
Yeah,
Would that be close?
I think so.
All right.
It really looks like she's just going to be another like character that can go binary like Captain Marvel does, which is going to make 3 of them now. Because when the next Captain Marvel comes out that's called The Marvels, that'll be referring to Carol, our Carol, Captain Marvel, Monica Rambeau from WandaVision, and now Miss Marvel, who are all this cosmic powered beings that maybe they come together, maybe they're in conflict against one another. I'm not sure where they'll go with it.
Man, I had no idea about that, but that would be cool. I'd be keen for that.
I think it's going to link in with that show coming up that's Secret Invasion, which is about the I think it's about the Skrulls invading, right? And taking over, which they're mortal enemies against the Kree, right? That's my I haven't seen Captain Marvel for a while.
Yeah, same here. I think so. Yeah,
that then confuses me because you remember I think it's a post-credit scene in WandaVision where Monica is taken into that cinema and she's revealed to be the other person's revealed to be a Skrull. Yeah. The Skrulls are the mortal enemies to the Kree that provides the power that the Marvels seem to thrive off. Is that indicating that she is siding with the Skrulls and therefore if there was a war between the Skrulls and any Kree, she might fight Carol? Is that? I don't know.
I think from what I remember, I'm pretty sure it's Captain Marvel. She learns, actually, the people that have been trained to hunt down the Skrull, they're actually cool and chill. And I've actually just been indoctrinated to believe that they're the worst. So we kind of learn, okay, they're actually, there's some bad, I'm pretty sure it's been ages, but there was some bad dudes in Skrull and there was also some bad dudes in the Kree as well. And so she kind of gets to a point of okay, I'm actually quite similar to them in some way. And
I'm wondering if that's where the conflict comes from. Yeah, the us and them now flips because she'll go, Skrulls are okay, but what if Carol finds out the Skrulls are invading Earth in Secret Invasion, and then she might go, well, that's not okay. So there's different ways they could.
Yeah, so it might actually be almost like a civil war of the Marvels.
Yeah, I don't know where Miss Marvel will fit into that because she just seems like she's like a teenage girl who just wants to live life and be a superhero.
She's the Spider-Man of the Marvels, I guess.
Yeah, literally.
She's just hey.
Happy to be here, everybody. Yeah, Secret Invasion is going to be an interesting one. But I still feel like everyone's sleeping on Doctor Strange, that they're I'm not that keen for Doctor Strange. I'm I think it's going to blow your mind, this film. Because as much as multiverse, No Way Home was multiverse, it was one franchise. It was the Spider-Verse. And that's great. It's one of the best MCU films. But I feel like this could get a bit crazier with what else is out there in the,
Yeah. And exploring that and actually and what are the repercussions of this and I almost just want to I almost just want us to see it now. And then and then come out of it being oh guys, okay, it's got this and this and this and it'll just be mind blown by it. But
We'll do that when it
We can watch
actually
it
comes
now.
out. We'll do an episode the week we see it and just
Yes.
talks back about it.
Yes.
But it'll be exciting. Like it'll be, yeah, it's going to be a big one. It's funny. I think we're all kind of like, oh, is there no, oh, this is the big one, but then it's like, yeah, but the new Thor comes out in July. Like it's not like we're that far away from the next big MCU picture.
Oh, jeez.
And then I think it's it's planned for July, and then the new Black Panther's scheduled for November. So,
Gosh.
like it's a packed year. It'll be a 4-movie year.
Okay. Jeez, and what about series? Any series left?
Well, what have we got? Moon
Well,
Knight.
Miss Marvel.
Miss Marvel's June. Moon Knight's the end of this month.
Yeah.
Surely there's something else that comes out towards the end of the year, or else is the I know there's a which is really interesting. There's a Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special that's scheduled. I think it's next year's Christmas, so it's a little sad. But
Okay, all right.
that'll be so dope because I don't think it's going to be animated. I think it'll be a tease for the next Guardians movie. Like it'll be like a little special for. Yeah, July 8 is Thor: Love and Thunder. November 11th, Wakanda Forever. No, so it looks like we don't get. Oh, okay. So there's a couple things that don't have dates; they have years. So, She-Hulk the series is 2022. Like we should expect it this year sometime.
Yeah.
Late 2022, we should get. Yeah, okay. So it is this year. We should get the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special.
Cool. Yeah.
So it looks like it's just going to be like a little special to tie in Guardians Volume 2 to Guardians Volume 3. And a lot's happened since then, so that would make sense. Okay, so that's it for the year. And it's funny that we say that's it for the year, because that's a lot. But
Yeah. Far out. And what's next year?
2023, so February 17 looks to be the date for the Marvels. Which would make sense, especially if we see Monica Rambeau power up in Doctor Strange. If she's the person that goes binary in Doctor Strange, that would make sense. That we're like, oh, she's back, she's powerful. Oh, Miss Marvel's show comes out. Oh, we got 3 Marvels. Oh, now we can make the Marvels.
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, May 5th. Oh, that'll be so good, bro. I'm so bro, I'm so keen for that. Yeah, so we've got February Marvels, May Guardians, July Ant-Man. So Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania should be the title.
That'd be cool.
The tie-in that everyone's predicting is we'll see Kang, and not the Kang we saw in Loki, but the actual Kang. Like the variants of Kang is what we should see in that.
Oh. I wonder if there is like an original Kang, or like the first one that's discovered.
I guess there's got to be one out there, right?
Yeah. Almost like Rick and Morty.
I'm just reading that. Yeah, so in the comics, Kang has his like realm is actually within the quantum realm. Like part of the quantum realm is that like little world that we see in the comics that has all like the things he's collected through his conquest. Like he's got a pyramid and he's got, like that could be the tie-in that they go to the quantum realm for something else and that'd be cool. They're making another X-Men show. Did you hear about this? Animated? They're doing X-Men 97, so it'll be like the old animation style X-Men. Which is kind of funny.
Okay. That's interesting.
I Am Groot, a Disney Plus special, it looks like. Oh, it's shorts. So it'll be like shorts about Groot, animated. I guess. Cute.
Oh, that's cool.
There's going to be a full animated Marvel Zombies show.
Marvel Zombie show?
Yeah, so like the What If episode. Like What If Zombies. That kind of world doing its own... So that I mean I love that episode. It's probably one of my favorite episodes of the whole thing. So that'd probably be pretty good.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Another Spider-Man freshman year animated Spider-Man. So just another like old animation style. It looks like it's a show. Okay. It says that it actually indicates the show is part of the MCU. So they're suggesting that we might actually see Tom Holland's like spider bite in that show, like if it's his,
Ooh.
because we never saw any of his origin or whatever, because we didn't need to, you know.
Yeah.
We've
man
got
alive.
Agatha, House of Harkness, so a straight WandaVision kind of sequel, I guess.
Oh wow. Yeah.
So she'll get her own show. She was excellent in WandaVision, like so
Oh
good.
yeah. Yeah, and I liked her. It's just come out of me now. What's it called? Oh yeah, it was Agatha all along.
That was like the best ending to an episode ever. And I killed Sparky too.
Yeah, and you're like, oh.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Oh, far out. They got. I can't believe they just keep on. They keep on rolling out. I reckon, like, give it another 10, 20 years. Like, what else is gonna be there? Like,
I'm so excited. It just keeps rolling on and rolling on. Like, it's not like the content's dead either. Like, it's still good content. Like, it's not like people aren't watching it. But listen to this. It even gets crazier. Still, these are all undated. Armor Wars. So it'll be a show about post Tony Stark's death, his Iron Man technology being spread out across the world and like black market and like. So we should see
that'd be cool.
Don Cheadle's character Rhodes. What's his alter ego called? I can't.
War Machine.
War Machine. So that'll be kind of cool, I guess. I'm really excited for this one, Echo, which will be the spin-off of Echo from Kingpin. So we should see Kingpin again. We should see, hopefully, Matt Murdock.
Yes, as Daredevil. Oh, mate. Oi. Since
The possibilities.
Daredevil, if Daredevil is on Disney Plus now.
Mm-hmm.
You should go watch it.
Oh yeah,
Definitely
that's on my list as well. Definitely.
At least the first season.
No, I'll probably go the whole way through.
Yeah, and then once you've watched it, I would love to do we can have a whole chat about it. A whole podcast episode dedicated to it. That would be sick.
Well, it'll be interesting because I'll be coming from the perspective of not having watched the show, but still being excited about Matt Murdock popping up in No Way Home. And then also I'll have seen Kingpin in Hawkeye before I saw Kingpin in Daredevil. So it'd be interesting to compare the creations. All the Iron Man fans will be pumped.
Surprised.
Yeah. I'm excited. Well, the Iron Man fans will be pumped for the Ironheart series, which will be about Riri Williams' character. So she, in the comics, is just this girl that loves Iron Man and makes her own suit, and it becomes Ironheart. Like it's a female Iron Man kind of character. But I think in the comics, Iron Man was alive at this point, so I don't know if they will do to get the same story across to have her maybe before Iron Man's death, seeing him on TV or seeing him in real life, or maybe we'll get flashbacks of Robert Downey Jr. or
Yeah. Like maybe she was actually at the, I think was it in Civil War when he gave a speech. Do you remember that? He was giving a speech. Yeah.
I think he gave a speech at a uni, and I think she was supposed to be in the crowd there. I've just read here that I forgot about this. She doesn't actually. That's not her first appearance. She'll appear in the new Black Panther before she appears in her own show. So I don't know where that comes in. How she would, we're talking about Marvel here. Like they've got creative minds. I'm sure there's a great reason that she's involved, but I can't think of one right now. How you get to Wakanda?
Is she? Have they cast her?
Yeah, they have. Dominique Thorne. She was in Judas and the Black Messiah and If Beale Street Could Talk. I haven't seen either of those.
Yeah, I don't know. What
Oh,
that
but the
is.
screenwriter for Snowpiercer will be the writer. Snowpiercer was good, man. So
Yeah, worth a watch.
yeah, and it's got Chris Evans in it. That's funny. It's funny that.
Oh,
So we,
sweet.
obviously we've got Secret Invasion. We were just talking about Samuel Jackson. Obviously, will be Nick Fury in it. Ben Mendelsohn, one of my favorite performances of him was he was one of the Imperials in Rogue One. That was like lecturing Mads Mikkelsen about how he'd just become a farmer and like that was he's the meme that's like
Oh,
what's
yeah.
I can't think of the line. What's the
The
potential?
garrison. Oh, yeah. Oh,
I can't think of the meme.
yeah.
The meme that it's like, oh, a man
farmer.
of your
A man,
yeah.
yeah. A man with your talents. Yeah.
I think it's interesting. Amelia Clark has signed on to do Secret Invasion, so I don't know who she'll be playing. I don't think there's any words out there. Like they'll keep that tight. I love that Kevin Feige said about Secret Invasion that Secret Invasion will be the most ambitious crossover event since Avengers. I'm like, how? What's going to be happening in this movie? Like at the show, I mean.
What the heck? Oh, it is a show. Yeah, what?
Oh, it could be wild. It really. I mean, it could be one of those ones where like
Daenerys Targaryen will be crossing over into the MCU.
Hey, Jon
Now
Snow's
on.
already there, bro. He's already there.
Yeah, that is true. That would be so. Oh, that would be the weirdest thing. Like Emilia Clarke and Kit Harington being in
Sharing
the
the
same
screen
movie
together.
or something. Yeah, that'd be the weirdest thing. I don't think my mind could comprehend that.
That's what I want from Doctor Strange. I want some cameos of characters we haven't seen for ages that are played by people who've already played other roles in the MCU, like having Chris Evans as Human Torch. Like that kind of like how weird that would be to see him like be like, who are you? Like you look very familiar. Like Doctor Strange be like, you look very familiar.
Imagine if I don't think this would happen at all because like the studio executives just would not handle this at all. That if they did like a little bit like they're traveling through a dimension or something, and you see the Justice League for a moment in time, you know, like like that'd be the weirdest thing. But I don't. That would not happen. You know, they would want to keep this as strict as possible. Like, as in, like keep the universe, keep all this separate.
I can see a world one day where they do that. Like there could be a crossover one day as just a bit of a joke or a serious movie. You know, like but not right now where DC's not doing well and Marvel's doing really well. Like it's not that doesn't make sense for Marvel to do.
Yeah. They're just gonna be like, ew, DC Phil, yuck.
Yuck. Unless it's like Matt Reeves, the Batman, and then they'll be like, we'll take it.
Yeah. Oh, I hope they. Has DC planned anything?
I haven't had a look. I'll just before we Loki season 2 will be sometime in the future. What If season 2? That'll be great. Very excited for that. And Blade. We were just talking about Blade, which should be exciting. Fantastic Four is being worked on.
Cool.
And by John Watts, who did all the Homecoming, Far From Home, No Way Home. So that'll be good to see.
Yeah.
Captain America, obviously with Falcon as Captain America.
Yep. Yeah.
Deadpool 3, which we should probably get Deadpool crossing the MCU and Doctor Strange, you would think.
Maybe, after credit scene or something.
Yeah, because that would allow the tone of the rest of the movie to not be like polluted by Deadpool.
Yeah. Because as soon as Deadpool enters anything else, you just know, all right, you can't take this seriously anymore.
Yeah, it's like all of the tone we just set is gone. And the only last thing before I look up DC is there's an untitled Wakanda Disney Plus series being made that's separate to any of the other Black Panther content. So
Interesting.
I don't know where that will go. I'm really interested, to be honest, with like, I'm really excited for Doctor Strange. Thor will be wild. Like, that'll be awesome. But I don't know how I feel about Black Panther, because I'm like, how are they going to get around the fact that Chadwick has passed?
Yeah, and like, and you were saying, weren't you, that like they would have to get Killmonger back?
I think that's a great decision, but I don't know how. What's the story point? How do you...
Yeah, it seems. And to be honest, I wasn't actually too excited over the first one.
No,
I thought
same.
like, yeah, I thought, like I could still connect with a few things here and there, but I loved his introduction in Civil War though. That was sick.
That was very cool.
Like, and even just that scene where they played out. Is it Captain America, Black Panther, and
Bucky?
And Bucky, yeah, and how they're all running on the highway or something.
Yeah,
and they're running faster than all the cars. Oh, that was
Bro,
so well done.
Did you know that's not CG?
Yeah, how did they get around that? Like,
I learned the Corridor Crew episode where that Guy comes on. Guy De Silva was Black Panther for that film, like the stunty.
Yeah.
He was saying that it was like, it's called a magic carpet. It's like this like kind of carpety thing that they tie behind the back of a car, but it's essentially moving. Like, they're dragging it, but it's self like an escalator is kind of the best way I could like.
Okay, right.
So you look like you're running really fast behind the car, but you're not actually that fast. Like, you're just kind of running in place.
Okay, I see. And they're actually being towed by a car at the same time.
And it's why it looks so good, because they did it for real, and then they just played with it in post and made it, removed the carpet, and all the things you've got to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's so cool. When he swipes the tire, like, I didn't like Civil War, but that was a moment that I was like, when he swipes the tire of Bucky's bike, like, it's one of those just like iconic. Oh yeah, so you know how we were talking about good stuff? Let's talk about DC.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, the epitome of good stuff.
So just for context, in May we've got Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, one of the most ambitious movies in the MCU this phase. Like, it's going to be massive.
Yes.
In July, we also probably get Thor: Love and Thunder. Also, maybe skip that movie and watch DC League of Super Pets.
Oh. What?
Have you not heard about this film yet?
I have not heard about it.
So it's animated.
DC League of Super Pets?
It's animated. It's essentially like all of the big superheroes in the Justice League have pets. And their pets are superheroes.
Right.
Yep.
And like...
There's probably a plot in there somewhere, but I think that's enough for me to be like, nah, I'm good, bro. What's really funny is the cast is massive. Dwayne Johnson plays Crypto, Superman's dog. Kevin Hart is Ace, the Bat Hound. And Keanu Reeves plays Batman.
I could get behind this.
John Krasinski in there as well. Like, there's a couple, interesting ones in there, but it's still kind of like,
I could get behind this, to be honest. The Super Pets. Okay, yeah. Right.
I'm not watching that, but Black Adam, October. So that's Dwayne The Rock Johnson's character.
Yeah.
This very evil dude that I think he's supposed to be like a villain of Shazam. That's my understanding of the character.
Is that so?
I haven't seen Shazam. I should watch that, but
that was a fun movie.
I'm just not a DC dude, but I heard that one was really good, so I will probably watch that at some point. Yeah, so for Shazam, that could be a link in. Second Shazam, December.
Oh, because that was actually a good one.
Maybe they'll follow the momentum.
Flashpoint. What about the Flash?
Is it called? Yeah, what's it called? Is it?
I think is it Flashpoint?
No, I think it's based on Flashpoint, like the thing. I think it's just called the Flash. I think is what the movie's called.
I see.
Yeah, it's called The Flash. Well, because technically he hasn't had a movie yet,
Oh, true.
a solo
true.
movie yet. So they'll probably, but yeah, it's definitely based on Flashpoint. Michael Keaton is Batman. It's pretty awesome.
That's
Ben
pretty cool.
Affleck also as Batman, probably is kind of the word. Well, because it'd be multiverse. If there's
Really?
multiple Flashes, there'll be multiple Batman. Is kind of the because remember Michael
That'd be
Keaton
cool.
will be
And
the
then-
Batman from another universe. Like we'll still have Batfleck in Flash's universe.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, it's ages away. It's June next year.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm excited for that. Like that looks like a good film.
Yeah, that actually I think they've gotten. That's actually a good thing to do because they've gotten into a point. It seems like DC has gotten into a point where like, all right, we have no idea what to do with our characters now. Like, let's just reset everything and all right, start from there. Bam, and then I reckon we might actually be getting the next 5 or 6 years. We'll be getting like lots of good DC movies. Finally. Justice League was good, and Shazam was good.
Hey, the Snyder Justice League is good.
Snyder Justice League, yes.
We get Batgirl at the end of the year.
Batgirl, is that true?
Yeah. Doesn't that really have any. Wait, what? This has in here. Leslie Grace plays Barbara Gordon. I don't know who that is. Someone who watches other content probably knows who that is. J.K. Simmons coming back as Gordon. No one cares about that. That was such a small part of the Justice League. Michael Keaton as Batman.
Uh-huh.
Wait, no. And Brendan Fraser as Firefly, who's apparently a supervillain in the comics. I associate that because wasn't Brendan Fraser in that show called Firefly? That's not a comic. Yeah, it's just like a space movie. Like it's got nothing to do with comic books or anything.
Were the casting people just like cacking to themselves like, oh, hey, we did it. We got Brendan Fraser from Firelight or whatever it is.
Yeah, I don't understand. But Firefly just looks like this, like he's like a supervillain. So okay, cool, whatever. But again, one of those ones where you're just like, yeah, okay, that could be good or not. Aquaman 2 in March of 2023. Aquaman was good. That one might be too.
Cool.
And yeah, the
right.
Flash we were talking about, and then that looks like that's kind of just a bunch of rumors past that.
Huh. Well, I guess there's a lot of things to look forward to in Marvel and DC.
And Star Wars.
Star Wars too. So yeah, it's a really good time to be a nerd, to be honest.
It's such a good time to be a nerd, bro. It's such a good time.
Yeah. Yeah. This is the golden age. I reckon people will actually look back on all this stuff and say like, oh, this is like the golden age. Like this is what it was like.
I hope so, but maybe it'll get better.
Our kids with like cybernetic eyes would be like, shut up, Dad. And like they would like zap us with their new like DNA that can electrocute. I'm pretty good at jokes.
Yeah, and maybe you'll be like watching shows in the future on like these like little flip goggles, and you don't actually like have screens. It's just like little visor.
Yeah.
And maybe memes will actually be like kinetically shared. Not kinetically.
And then, like
cognitively shared. Telekinetically
they'll
shared.
force you to laugh. They'll force you to laugh on everything. Like there'll be genes in us that they'll implement each time that makes us to every
Cyberpunk.
meme that we see. I thought that was a
Cyberpunk.
meme.
It was a meme. Hey, here's a meme. Cyberpunk being done.
Oh, poor CD Projekt Red. They're making They're making a new Witcher.
Yeah, Matt was showing me yesterday, and it's like it's going to focus on Siri, and I was like, no good. So, I don't want
At least
that.
change Siri's gender.
What? No, bro. I don't like Siri as Geralt. Like Witcher is Geralt. Like that's who I associate with the genre, the franchise. So.
Can I at least change Siri into Geralt? Thanks, CD Projekt Red.
Yeah, can you just like completely restart making your game and make it about Geralt, please? One last thing we'll like touch on before we wrap up is that one of the guys I went to the football with on Sunday told me that there's a new there's news coming out about Christopher Nolan's new movie that'll be either the end of this year or next year. I can't remember. I didn't see the date. Here is it.
Oh wow. Yeah.
I can't see anything. It doesn't look like there's any dates, but it looks insane. It's going to be called Oppenheimer, so it's going to be about Robert Oppenheimer, creator of the atomic bomb.
Oh yeah.
Oppenheimer will be played by Cillian Murphy. So 28 Days Later,
yeah.
Peaky Blinders for anyone who's not familiar with him.
Yes. Scarecrow.
The nerdy guy, his name is Matthias Schweighöfer, but the guy from Army of the Dead, the safe cracker, he'll be in it. Josh Peck. Where are all the big people? Jason Clarke, Cillian Murphy. Where are all the big people? This list is massive, but like Florence Pugh, who plays Yelena in the MCU, Rami Malek, Robert Downey Jr., Matt Damon, Emily Blunt.
Man. Alright, this is like a huge. It's gonna be huge.
And I'm sure it'll be a big budget movie, not just for the cast, but like it'll be a very pretty movie to watch.
Yes.
That is what it is. But yeah, that's exciting. Nolan stuff. I love Tenet. Tenet will be probably my favorite Nolan movie, and then like probably I don't know, Inception. Dark Knight Rises, Dark Knight, those kind of things. What else is Nolan?
We'll have to have another conversation about Tenet, because I want to understand like why it's your favorite Nolan film.
Subscribe for that video. Coming probably never, but subscribe.
It'll be very controversial.
I don't know if it'll be that controversial. Maybe for like Nolan fanboys, but for normal people, probably fine. What's that Nolan's other movie that everyone freaking... Interstellar. I don't like Interstellar. Freaking! How do people leave out Prestige? Oh, that was so good.
Yes.
Memento. Oh.
I still haven't seen that.
Oh, bro, we need to watch that. We should react to that. Man of Steel, which I don't like Superman, but that was a good movie.
Wait, what?
I think
he did Man of Steel?
I think he wouldn't have directed that. Did he produce that? Yeah, Snyder did that. Why is that on? He must have produced that or something. Oh yeah, here's his name. Oh, he wrote the story. I didn't know that.
What? I had no idea. What?
Yeah, he was one of the two writers on. Wow. Okay. I didn't know that. I was weirded out when I was looking at the. He also worked on Batman, Superman. That's a shame. Dunkirk. I didn't love Dunkirk, but it was pretty good. It was a good movie. Yeah, Nolan's kind of the dude when you think about he's kind of the dude.
he's never done any. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say, oh, he's never done any like he's never caught on into like the superhero thing, and then I went, oh, hang on,
Batman.
straight up like the biggest elephant in the room.
I thought you were going to say he hasn't done anything bad, and then we could have said Interstellar. All right, thank you so much for watching or listening or sleeping.
Like sleeping to this, yeah.
Any kind of. If you guys want a sleep
eating
stream
to this?
of this, let us know. We could do a sleep stream.
Yeah, where we just sleep together.
You know, that's a thing, though, right? On Twitch.
What? Really?
Yeah, like big, like there's a couple like big just chatting streamers that'll literally just like sleep and just have the camera on them, and their chat will just like watch them sleep. Yeah, this is the kind of planet we live in, and that's your fault. It's all of you people out there. It's your fault.
Why do we request that? Hey, can I watch you sleep, please? Okay, thanks.
Yeah, you can watch me sleep anytime.
Anyways. Anyway.
You good, bro?
Thank you all for watching, / listening, / probably just putting this on in the background. And if you were to do that, spin around, clap your hands, and turn this off. We don't like that. We don't like you background listening.
Backflip. All right, goodbye. I've had
And
enough
do
of
a
your
backflip.
company, Ryan. I'm done. We're gonna
See you,
stop now.
bye.
All right, see you. Bye. See you. Bye. You.